Hello everybody, welcome to another day of Albion Online. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be spending off all these faction points. I got 175 faction points. I got another chest. Sorry if I have something in my mouth, it's because I have a cough drop in my mouth. I've been coughing a lot, so forgive me for this session where I may be coughing here every now and then. I'll try to mute myself as best I can, but let's dive right into this. So, this 175,000 faction points that I earned, I literally only earned it by coming over here to Malware Gorge and literally just farming over and over again in Malware Gorge. I got 16,999 Combat Fame also from there as well. I'm at 34.2 million in silver just from farming Malware Gorge. I haven't done anything else because I was literally multitasking, watching movies or doing other things or just slowly grinding away. So if you're wondering how I made all this money, it's just from literally grinding over and over again in static Jenkins. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy those 19 chests. I'm also gonna buy my faction chest, this one right here. I'm also gonna come over here to my adventure challenge and claim this one too. So I've claimed all the actual chests. Now what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna open up all 19 of these. Open. Good to go. Okay, now we need to take all this that we just got and what I want to do is I want to just see exactly how much it is. Now I have too many other things in the bank. Let's just sell it off. 34.2 million. It was a good amount. It is definitely a good amount of silver. Let me put it that way. I should have looked at the number down there. Well, if you rewatch the stream or you're beginning to watch the stream, just take note of how much the estimate was. And then we'll sell all this off. So, sell it all off. Sell it all off. Good amount of money. Selling. And then we're going to open the other chests too because it won't allow me to open them all. Look at that. 125? That's 125 all by itself. Now, I know this is a lot longer to do sell orders and you got to wait for the money to actually come in. But you make more money over time when doing it this way. That's why I'm at 34.3 million. And I'm literally going to make... I think I'm going to make my goal and make it back to my 40 million, what I originally started off with before I actually got back into paying the 20 million silver. So that would be pretty good. Make it back up to 40 million in silver so that when the month is up, I've made back basically what I spent and then some, because I did buy some tier 4 8.4 gear. And that was the main goal. Now we have this 44 right there. And then we have these books. Let's go ahead and open up these other chests. It's got a good amount in it. We'll open up this one. That's also got a good amount in it. Good. Let's sell all this off. Alright.
Stay honest.
Let's see. 34.4 million still. We still have to wait for those other things to come in. We just ate those bags of silver. That was literally almost close to 500,000. We ate this one as well. Now we're at 35 million. But the real treasure trove here are these skill books. So what we're going to do with these skill books, another thing that I've also gone all the way up here too, is because I was grinding, we have now gotten our boots to level 97. I was even contemplating literally just spending the extra 300,000 in my Comet Fame to get it to level 100. We do need to level up these other boots as well as my cloth helm. Level 78 already. Over 50 levels of that. Just a couple hours here and there grinding away.
Welcome, traveler.
Not that bad. Alright.
Hop on.
Let's come in here. Let's now put on a totally different set. Because I've been leveling up that. I do want to level up my leather. But I want to level up combat gloves. So we are going to put battle bracers on for right now. Let's put the torch here so we don't forget about it. And then we do want to level up some cloth. So I haven't leveled up. So I have Scholar's Worn. I need to probably level up cleric stuff. So we're going to wear a cleric and a cleric boots. And I think we want to wear this one right here. Stalker's jacket. Perfect. Let's come over here. Let's eat a couple of these books. I think a good 5 of those is pretty good. We'll eat a couple more. Let's eat this one too. Alright. Now let's put these back. Let's wear this one too. Wait, I already am wearing Scholar's one. Let's wear Mage's boots. Let's eat all these books. Okay, let's put this back on. Put those there. Let's come back over here. Let's do some more leather stuff, which is my main set. I haven't leveled up these ones. We'll level up these ones. Let's change to different battle bracers. We'll wear these brawlers. Actually, I really want to level up spiked. We'll wear spiked ones. Let's eat. Let's eat 10 of those. Okay, and then let's switch this up. We'll do brawlers. We'll eat the last 10, I think. Alright, let's check to see where we're at. 42, 40, and 32. That's pretty good. Spike gauntlets are leveling up pretty good. I want to see where the stalker jacket landed. That's level 82. How much is it going to cost me to get it to 100? 3 million still. And then the boots, because I'm wearing plate boots. Where did this land? These ones right here I need. Okay, these are level 70. These graveyard. This one's the lowest, so royal boots. So I want to wear some royal boots and get those up for the last 5 books. So let's put this one back. We'll keep wearing stalkers. Let's wear some royal boots. That's pretty good. Let's check the helmets. What's the lowest level helmet? I'm just leveling them all equal-ish. Alright, 32 is the Mist Walker Hood. And 37 is Royal Hood. So Mist Walker Hood is the one we want to level up. So let's put this one back here and wear a Mist Walker. Perfect. Let's eat the last 5 books. And there we go. Now let's rewear our gear. Put all those back. Put this one back here and rewear that. Perfect. Now it's going to spam and spam and spam over and over and over again. But that's okay. We leveled up a wide variety. Now somebody asked in one of my comments saying, why are you leveling up so many different skills? Because I'm trying to max out my item power. So if you haven't noticed, my life actually goes up every time I get item power in my base categories. These are my base categories that I'm leveling up. So you see 3,743. You get more hit points. You get more energy. And for the boots, you get more hit points and more energy. Now for armor, I'm also leveling up too. You actually get more armor and more magic resistance. So armor is huge to level up. Now my weapon's not going to go up that much more at all because my item power is not going to increase by that much more. But all these other things are going to increase. Now the main reason why I'm doing these boots is for cheaper to make sure I can actually have, because I've never leveled up cloth boots before. And I've never leveled up cloth helmets besides my druidic. So I have druidic already at level, my druid coil already at level 100. This is to assist me in doing PvP stuff. But I've never actually leveled up a damage coil, so I want to level this one, these ones to 100, and then I also want coil purity as well, so at level 100. So we're working on that. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure that this was on a live stream. I caught it. For those that want to catch it at some time. I know a lot of people are watching my live streams after the fact, so this is for you. Alright, let's rewear the set I'm trying to level up. This is also in here as well because I've noticed that this helps me get to areas quicker. I know I'm still leveling up all these other skills, which is great. And now let's move on to grinding some more skills. What did Stalker Jacket land at? 84? This is another damage jacket that's cheaper. So if I want to go into the red zones or black zones, then I can wear a cheaper set instead of having to wear Helion all the time. Helion's very expensive. And this way I can wear a cheaper set and go in, not have to worry so much about if I lose it all. So the whole purpose to leveling up these other sets is when I want to do other different type of content, I can do other different type of content. I don't have to always keep wearing my main set. Plus, it's a change up too, right? Different type of gameplay. So different type of things to do. Anyways, I'm going to show you how I've been doing this a lot quicker. So over here, see how there's no boss. We'll go on in. I'm going to sprint. Now I've noticed that this path right here is actually a lot better to take. So I'm going to take this path right here. This will help me check this chest spot and that chest spot. And then I just have to fight these guys right here. No big deal. I'm going to eat my roast pork now. So I'm going to show you my quick rotation to check all the chests. So I can check as many as I can. And then I just do the rotation back and forth while still getting a ton of EXP and also possibly getting chests and a good amount of silver. So if you're wondering how I get silver and how I do all these things, it's literally this. I just do this simple rotation. Now, I'm not going to fight those guys right there. We're going to sprint it off. We are going to fight these guys over here, though. You see there's a chest right there? So we're going to have to actually backtrack. This mage is doing a little too much damage to me. So we're going to stand next to him. Now another rotation I've noticed too is you do 2 and then 1. I've done this by habit. I've never actually called it out though. You do 1, 2, you hold on to your third Q, you put your third Q down now, and then hit it. That way it lasts longer and does more damage. So if you're wondering how I do my rotation, it's 2 quick Qs, and then the third Q goes down. Alright, now what we're going to do here is we're going to walk this way, we're going to save our sprint. We're going to make it to this other chest. And right here, as soon as we engage, we're going to hit the sprint key. We're going to run straight at it. Now we'll drop the aggro for the other one. Now these guys are actually a lot. So we're going to do D key, W key, E key, R key now. We have to be a little bit wary. We may not be able to get them all, but we'll get a decent amount of them. So you save my Q key, and then I put my Q key now. Now we're waiting for our E key. We're hoping that we don't poke it. This archer's doing too much for me. And they still hit me with that, so that's okay. We're going to come over here to this corner over here. We did take out a few of them, so that's okay. Once all our skills are back on cooldown, we'll be able to go back in there and we'll be able to take out the rest. My work goal is at level 90. Oh, that's this one right here. Once this reaches 100, then we can actually buy tier 8 ones. So, pretty excited about that actually. Let's take out this archer, so we'll stand on the archer. Put 2 down. Hit him with the E key. Another one. Now we hit it with the R key. We go fast. Put 2 down. Third one down there. Hit the archer. 2 down, then again. Hit him with this. And the last one down. Hit the E key. That's clear. It's a purple chest. So fill me up good. 187k. Definitely worth it. Grab that too. Okay, we're just gonna leave that guy. We're gonna go on to back. Follow the same path. Excuse me. Now see this path right here? Lets me check the chest there. There's no boss there, so that's fine. We're gonna go this way. Now we're gonna see how there's a boss right there? We're actually gonna go this way. This way's easier and safer. So just so I make sure I make it, I'm gonna do this one right here so we can make it all the way in. We're just gonna run straight to the boss as quick as we can. We pull these ones because these are melee guys, they're no big deal. Now as soon as we hit these guys here, we're gonna sprint. Run right past them. Now we're gonna take it to this corner right over here. We're gonna drop the aggro with the D key. We're gonna switch back to our mage coil, because that's what I'm trying to level up. We'll wait for our cooldowns just to come back down. Now I may actually want to clear that group, but we're gonna try to avoid it right here, just like this. And now we have the boss just all to ourselves. Now because it's such a small boss, I'm gonna touch the chest. We're gonna grab the two wizards. And we're gonna take all three of them at the same time. This way we guarantee, hopefully this is ours. Somebody can still in here and snipe these guys, but if I do enough damage to them, the chest should be guaranteed mine. So we do want to take the boss down. He is doing the most damage to us, so we'll take him out like that, and we'll take out the wizards. It's a blue chest, so that probably will fill up our inventory pretty quickly. We don't have that much space left. It opens. And so this is how I've been gaining my silver, gaining my fame because of boss. Since there's another 132k. How much we got? Okay, we only got space for 4, so this is literally where we're going to recall out. We're going to check the boss up top. We're going to run back to Fort Sterling. We're going to sell all this off. We're going to come right back and we'll do our rotation again. So you see how we hit all the chests. You're going to mount up. You run straight at the door. There's no guy there. That's okay. We're going to do a quick run around in the inside to check all the chests. So right here, by here, you don't see there's nothing there in that tower. That's fine. We keep going. Now we're going to run over here. Now right about at this point right here, my invulnerability is going to drop. We're going to fight this group right here because they're all melee. So it's real easy to take on. Gives me a good amount of fame. We'll hit the R key. We're going to go fast. We're going to hit all these guys real quick. And this is just farming fame in a really quick rotation while checking all the boss spawns. Now he interrupted my spell. Now we're gonna obviously grab a couple ads here. So we're just gonna pull them now. We're gonna go fast. Dodge all that. We're gonna hit the R key now. You have to be wary of these guys, they do hit hard. Get out of that. Hit him with this. You see, we got a good amount of group fame. We've got to grab a couple more loot. We only got 2 more spots, so we got to be wary of that. We'll check this last tower over here. Normally I fight that group, but we're going to skip it because my loot's already near full. You can see right here, I'm close enough to this tower. There's nothing in that tower, so we avoid it. We just walk right out this door right here. And we go right back to Fort Sterling and sell. That literally took me like less than 10 minutes. And I got a full inventory and I can sell it off. And then we'll go right back into the action. Now the amount of faction points you see right here, I'm already at 5,000. So the huge amount of faction points I just spent on the beginning of this, now we gotta be wary of this because there's this huge group here. We're just gonna go around it like this. I'm not gonna worry about it so much. I'm gonna go in. I know the enemy faction was attacking, but I'm not here to lose. Now, the other thing too to worry about this type of what I'm doing right here is you have to be wary of dying, right? Because if I died with all this, that's a 200,000 bill. Now, even though I was saying that I earned all this money and I'm already at 35 million, I died enough times to lose over a million, or almost 2 million. So even though I was playing by myself, I still do get killed doing what I'm doing. But just be aware of that and don't get disheartened and all of a sudden, oh, I'm losing so much money. It takes practice, right? So in some of my other videos, I always am mentioning everything I'm doing is practice. So when somebody made the comment, why am I leveling up so many skills? Because you got to practice in different builds. You got to practice to use different skills. And Albion Online has a ton of different things. So you really have to decide what you want to do and then hyper focus in it. And so I'm hyper focusing in nature staff. So all my nature staffs are at level 100. But hyper focus in whatever it is that you want to do, what kind of content you want to do. And me, I always wanted to level Mage Coil. I just never did it. I never dedicated the time. Plus, I was still trying to focus on leveling up my main set. So I still have my main set in here, my tier 8 gear, for if I ever do need to switch, because there's a few times people come in and I have to engage in PvP. So I just quickly switch to that set to engage them. But that's why I'm carrying it. It is still very costly to wear or have that many pieces of gear inside your inventory, but I found just carrying it along with me, my main set, just in case I need to engage, has actually saved my life many times and allowed the enemy player to not actually make it out of the dungeon. Because a few enemy factions do tend to walk into Mara Gorge every now and then. Alright, now that we sold this off, let's eat the bags of silver. We should be at 35.1 million. Now, the other stuff will trickle in and sell off. This will increase pretty quickly. Probably next time I log in or so. So, yep. And then we run back out and we'll do the next rotation. So this time we went southeast. I'm invincible right now, so I'm not worried about running through all that. I'm still sucking on a cough drop. Sorry if making extra noises in the mic. Alright, here we go. We'll come back over here. We'll run straight at the door. We're going to check the top spawn. Nothing there. Dismount. Now remember, we already checked southeast, so now we're going to go northwest. Now same thing like this one. We go down this path right here. Now you see there's a chest right there? We want to get that chest. And that's the other path we're going to go. So anytime I go northwest, I take the southwest door down below. So we're literally just going to keep going because we know there's a chest already there. We're going to come over here. This way, when we walk straight in this way, we can check to see if there's chests over here in these two spots. There are none. We're going to run down here this door. And we're going to quickly go southwest. Okay? Now, it may be confusing for those, but there's literally a means to this rotation of going. Hey, Honora Jinsua? Jinsinu. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. We already took this chest, so we know it's not there. Now, as soon as we touch these guys, we're going to sprint. Now, because we know the chest is there, we're going to switch this helmet so that we can quickly get to that chest. We know the chest is northwest from here, so we're going to enter this door. We're going to quickly start running northwest. There's a boss. There's an orange boss right there. We want that boss. We're going to tag these guys here. We're going to sprint again as soon as we can. We're going to run all the way to this corner over here. We're going to drop the aggro with D. We're going to keep this helmet on. And we're going to engage these guys right here. Okay, we got a green chest here. We're going to run for that orange boss there. Hopefully we get it quick enough. We'll keep the helmet that we have on right now. We're going to touch these guys, that's fine. We're going to touch this guy right here. We're going to sprint now. We'll run past all this. We're going to keep running. We're going to hit the R key now. Get some more life back. We're going to run past all this. Just keep going. Now this is where we're going to be a little bit cautious. We're going to avoid the glowy guy. Take on these smaller ones. Now we have our sprint back up again. We're going to sprint past these things. There's somebody already in here. It's okay. They get it. We're going to drop aggro right here. That's a bad place to drop it because there's still these two guys, but that's fine. Just fight it. They get the chest. No big deal. Move on. We're just waiting for cooldowns now so we can move on to the next area. Unless they can't loot the entire chest. That'd be funny. Alright. Let's take out this annoying spawner. Take out those archers. Take out both the spawners. Hello, Perez69. Welcome. Did they not loot the entire... Okay, they did loot the entire chest. Okay, now that there's an actual group here, if they're going to go left, we're going to go right. Now we're checking to see there's nothing there and there's nothing here either. And if there's no boss spawn right there, no big deal. Okay, there's no chest spawn, so now we hit the A key. We're going to go out and we're going to go southeast this time. And then we're going to go out through the northeast exit down below. So we don't get disheartened by somebody else coming in and taking our the chests. We come over here. There's no boss up there. That's fine. We dismount. Now we're going to go southeast. We're going to sprint it so we go faster. We're going to take our same route down this way. We come down this way. Now if you go down the middle, there's actually more guys you fight. So if you come down this way, you can check all the chests this way. And they do spawn really quickly actually when you do this rotation. You notice you'll be able to capture a lot. Now, I am going to fight this mob right here just for the XP as well. Because it's a good mob to fight, because you see all the glowy guys. Well worth it. Oh, I should put this right here. We'll hit this one right here so you can see exactly how much fame and silver I'm picking up. Now we're going to keep walking this way. There's no chest there. There's no chest there. We're going to avoid this spawn right here. We're going to go fast. There's a boss down there right there. You see him? So we need to backtrack and we need to go get that boss. And anytime there's a boss there, he has a chest. And it could be anything. It could be a green chest, it could be a blue chest, it could be a purple chest. We're going to quickly... Oh, I still have the Helion helmet on. So we're good. We're going to touch this guy. We're going to be fine. We're not going to sprint it. We'll keep going. Once we touch the next group of this one right here, we're going to sprint. We're going to run all the way over here. We're going to run straight to the middle right here. We'll hit the D key, drop all aggro. I'm going to switch to the mage coil because I do want to level this up. As soon as our cooldown's down, nobody's around, this boss is ours. And we're going to touch him right now. Now, because we really want to take this, I know this is going to aggro. We're going to touch the chest right now and pull all of it. You touch the chest to see all the mobs that are actually linked to the chest, forcing you to actually take it. I've had too many people come in, and just because I kill the boss, they kill the side mobs, and they get to steal the chest. So that's why I touched the chest right there and then, because this is not a big boss, and it's pretty easy to take out. It's a green chest, but that's still not bad. It's a medium-sized green chest. Still 29k, which is good. And then we'll go right back down the same path. We'll let this guy hit us. We'll come over here, let these guys touch us. We're going to sprint now. Normally I would fight this right here, but we're going to go down. And we're going to go out the northeast exit. Now normally I stop here and I actually, I'm going to do it. These guys are worth good fame. These guys in this group right here. Hit the R key now. We're going to walk to the end over here. We're going to hit the D key toward this way, flame them all. We missed that archer because he moved out of the way. No big deal. Get out of that freeze stun. Hit them with the E key. Take out this archer. He's doing too much damage to me because he's a glowy archer. And that's clear. So there's no chest. We just spent a little bit of time. We're checking to see if there's any chests. Now that we're out this way, remember we already went southwest. We know that's clear, so we're going to go out the northeast exit. We already know this boss is still on a 15-minute timer. He's not going to be spawning anytime soon. There are 2 chests that spawn in this area. Now we're going to touch these guys. We're going to sprint now. And we're going to go out the northeast exit. Now this one can spawn a lot of chests and a lot of bosses. So we're going to go out this one. Now this one, there's a ton of places that chests can spawn. You see right there, there's already a chest right there. And it's because there's a chest right there, now we're going to switch to the Helion jacket. Helion helmet, I mean. There's a chest here that spawns here. There's another chest here that spawns, and another chest here that spawns. We want to make it to there, but we want to avoid this one. So we're actually going to take out these mages because they're worth a good amount of fame. So 2 mages together, they're worth good fame. So we're going to fight this mob just right here. Plus it will reduce our damage because they slow you. I'm not too worried about people stealing or taking that chest right this second. And remember, we're farming for fame. We're already at 7,000. So we got 2,000 fame just by doing what we're doing. Now here we're going to go over here. We're going to touch these guys before we sprint. We're going to sprint now. Now this group of bosses is pretty hard, so we're going to drop the aggro right here. Now we're going to fight these 2 guys, and we're going to try to avoid grabbing that guy as best we can. It looks like we're going to grab him anyways. So. But we don't want to go too far that way, and we don't want to go too far north. So you have to be able to fight 3 guys, even though you're at half health. Now we took out one, we'll take out the other guy before the glowy guy. Take out this one, so we're focusing the other guy. Now we can focus down the glowy guy, no problem. It's okay to take damage. I don't want to bounce off into here, because if you get too close, you pull too many and you die. Now this chest is tricky. A lot of people will come in here and they'll rush to this chest. There's 2 spawn points as well as all this. I'm going to switch back to the mage coil for now. But these 2 spawn points right here are very nasty. So you have to actually clear out this group and this group before you engage this, because it's too many. If these are bats, which they're not bats, but you can pull it like this and you can clear the guys on the inside, and you could do it like that. This is another way to do it. Normally I play it safe and I cleared all these other guys. But see, I'm not attacking that spawn point, because if I do, it pulls in these other guys. You see how they're pulling more guys? You start pulling just too many, and then it becomes bad. And you see how that's a bat one? That bat one's going to be a problem. So we're just going to focus the guys on the chest. Purposely pulled it out this way. We may have to reset it just once because those bats are annoying. I'm going to come over here. We're going to hit D key this way. We're going to pull some more guys on purpose. I don't want to pull the archer. It is going to reset once. That's okay. We're not focused on all of them. We're just focused on all the other guys because the bats are annoying. Okay. My cloak just popped. I need to get out of combat. I need to get my hit points back up. And once I get enough hit points, I then can engage those two spawners with the bats. We cleared out everything else already. I have enough everything to do it. So the first thing we want to clear is that bat one as best we can. See how they're silenced me? So we have to be wary. I have my invisibility potion just in case, because dying is a 200k bill and it's not worth dying even once in this gear. And you see these bats? They silence and they do so much. We hit the R key now, hit the E key. Get rid of these bats. Mainly focusing down that. And then that chest is ours. Now there's another spot chest right there. We're going to go for that one too. We're going to put back on the Helion helmet so we can get to that chest. We got a 4-second cooldown on this. Okay, now our sprint's back up. We can easily get to that chest pretty quickly now. We'll just not sprint yet. We're going to touch these guys over here because they're glowy. Now we're going to sprint. We're going to run all the way to this corner right over here. And we're going to drop aggro with the D key. Now we have time to switch back to the mage coil because that's what we want to level up. We'll wait for our cooldowns. And we will mage, and okay, we'll just grab them all. I wanted to double check they didn't have 2 glowy archers, because if they had 2 glowy archers, I would not wear the set. I would wear my main set. Glowy archers do too much damage. Now the chest is already unlocked. We're good to go. But that doesn't mean that we're the end of this one. There's still a ton of chests that could be over here and bosses. I'm going to show you this. And this is called... So when people were asking why are you doing this, because I was memorizing the dungeon. I never actually did the inside a lot. Delau is the one that did these dungeons the most on the inside. And he never optimized it to the way I'm showing you right now. I'm showing you how to literally run and optimize as best you can. We'll tag these guys. We're going to save our sprint for now. We're not going to save it. There's too much damage being taken. We're going to run past here. We're going to hit the R key now. Hit the E key. There's nothing over here. We're going to drop aggro right about here. Oh, I don't have the helmet on. It's okay, we still dropped them right there. We'll try to fight it. I think it's going to cloak it. And it just did. That's okay. There's no chest here, 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 or here. So this area is done. So we're going to get out. We only have half inventory, so we're going to go right back in to fill up the rest of our inventory. But before we go back in, we're going to circle the outside. So we're going to mount up, run straight at the door. Check this right here. There's no boss up there. We're going to run around the outside real quick. This is close enough to check that one. There's nothing there. Keep going. We'll check this tower right here. This tower doesn't look like I have anything. We're going to grab all these guys right here. This is where we're going to drop it. We'll drop our invincibility. I want to grab these guys and these guys. This is a good amount of fame. They're all melee mainly, except for one archer. Hit the R key. Gonna go fast, so we circle around them like this. We're gonna get one ad. Looks like Ah, I dropped aggro because I got pushed out of the way. I have the wrong guy selected. I'm pushing spacebar and it's trying to attack something I don't want him to attack. Okay, I need to mount up so that I actually have something. Because this guy's going to hit me. I want that book though. Let's get some more hit points back real quick. I'm waiting for cooldowns. We're going to grab these, all these right here. We'll fight these. Get some more life back. We'll hit the R key now. We'll go fast. Get out of that. Get this archer. Get the D key here. Get them this way. My roast pork's almost out. I'm just going to eat another roast pork now so I don't forget it. Get them all with this. Another book there. I know there's another book up there. That's purposely why I'm making my way back up. There's a book. Grab this one too. No. Oh, there's a chest. See, there's a chest right there. So it was worth it to delay because that chest spawned. We're gonna run up here and get that chest. The R key now. Go fast. The archer stunned me. Get stunned again by another archer. Now hopefully this is a blue chest, and then we can just run back to town and sell. Or at least that's the plan. It's a green chest. Not going to take me to full inventory. I'll be lucky if it takes me down to that much. Yeah, nothing. That's okay. Normally on the inside of the dungeon actually has better chances to get better chests. So we're gonna actually, we'll take it on the top. And then we'll take this down way right here. We're checking the third tower. Ignore that spawn, ignore these ones. There's a boss, a little mini boss right there. We're gonna actually take him. We're gonna sprint it. We're gonna try to see if we can avoid both ones right like this. I still grab that one. That's. We'll see if we. I don't think we can fight it. Not with two ghouls. We'll try. Two ghouls and two small wizards. Hit the R key now. The ghouls do too much. Okay, we're gonna sprint it. We're gonna dodge that one. We're gonna try to dodge the second one. Okay, that's better. We actually stand a chance now. It's a leap that does so much damage because it's not dodgeable by running at normal speed. You have to be going fast. So those dodging the ghouls jump allowed us to actually take that mob. Just go down here. There's nothing. We'll walk on the outside here so we can stay mounted maybe. Oh, too many guys dismount us. We'll sprint it. Now we're going to go back on the inside. We still have enough room for one or two more chests, depending if they're green or blue. And we'll see what we get. And you can see right here, 45 things have already sold. We'll just delete all this. 35.2 million. Alright. I'm going to mount up. And the main reason I'm mounting up is I want to run at the door and I'm checking the middle spawn. See that was a boss right there? We want it. Because that's a chest. So we're going to run all the way around here this way. We're going to sprint it. We're just going to keep going. Now there's a guy here. We're going to tag him because he's not attacking. We're going to try to drop as much aggro as we can. He's still not attacking. He's probably going to... I don't know. As long as I don't go invisible, we got it. Yeah. I actually saved his life because he would have died. It's a purple! Well, this is where we need to do something else. Because... oh, I can carry it all. Guarantee I can carry all that. Well, I should be able to carry it all. These are stackables. Yeah, got it. Perfect. Full loot. Let's go sell. Oh, that's a big mob. See this big blob? We're going to avoid it in full because I just need to be touched once and I get dismounted. So we're just going to go a long way around. Go the long way around. And we make it in. We'll be good. And then we go sell. I'm already at 9,000, so I can already buy another faction chest. So literally we spent a good 30 some odd minutes. Another faction chest. Now I know the beginning of this stream, I showed me buying 19 faction chests and opening them up. And what I spent it all on. And literally this is what I'm doing to make money. So if you're wondering how I make money, this is how I do it when I'm concentrated and focused. I'm no longer as sick. I wasn't just dilly-dallying. So I was sick for the past last week, and so that's why I wasn't streaming so much or explaining everything or how I was trying to focus. But when I'm hyper focused and trying to make money, this is how you do it as fast as I can, in a safer way, not in the black zone, not in a red zone. And you can see the money, and you can do the math yourself. I don't get the money right away. It normally all comes in tomorrow, but I'm easily over 36 million already. Once this all sells. And I average, because someone asked me, well, how much do you make? The average, when you do it like this, $1 million an hour, if not more. Sometimes you make less, sometimes you make more. It just depends on what chests you get. If they're purple chests, if they're blue chests, if they're green chests. But you can see I can grab so many chests really quickly by going and doing this rotation. And it's not just the chests. The main reason I do this is for the fame. And the combat fame. Because if, for example, you go to the black zone, right? You have to run around and look for things. You have to look for a boss. And yes, you score big every now and then. But here, look how quickly I can come over here and empty my inventory. And I'm already back in the action. Eat these bags of silver. And look right here. I sold everything. I just walk right out this door. And I'm back in the action again. I don't have to run around over and over and over again looking for things. I guess we'll just run straight through it. I don't know where Lympurst is anymore. We're just going to run straight at... They were still there. See the big blobs? It's a big green blob. So when they call them blobs in the color, that's how you know what faction they're at. So the green blob right here is Lympurst, and the white blob is Fort Sterling. Alright, we already know that we took just the middle boss. He's on a 50-minute timer. We don't have to worry about that one anymore. We're going to run in here. Go right on in. Now we just went southeast, so now we're going to go northwest. And we'll do the same route here. You don't go down the middle path, you go down this little tiny section right here. Because there's less mobs and you can keep going. Now we're going to take these mobs because this is worth it. Good amount of fame. We're gonna grab this guy right now, pull him into it. We'll go fast. I missed the dodge, it's okay. Put 2 and then put the third one now. Hit him with this. Snare him and hit him. Hit him with the D key. Grab this. Alright, so there's no chest here. I don't see any chest over there. So now we're going to make the turn here. Ignore these guys as best we can. We're going to run this way. We're checking any chest over there. I see no chest. We'll check the boss here in the back. I see no boss. We go down. And instead of going northeast, we're going to go southwest. We're going to go down this one. Touch these guys, it's fine. Now this back part's huge, but there's a lot of places that chests could possibly spawn. So right here, there's no chests here, but we're still going to go this way, and we're just going to fight it and keep going. Now, I want to pull just the melee guys, so we're going to grab these melee guys and these ones. These archers are over there, and I purposely didn't want to pull the archers, because melee guys do a lot less damage. And all you get to do is walk a circle around them just like this, and you barely take any damage, and they're with good fame. You just constantly going in a circle. And look, I barely took any damage. Lots of fame. We're going to fight this guy right here, because he's going to stop us from running all the way down. And we already cleared out southeast, the northeast side, so we're still waiting for chests to spawn and bosses to spawn. So now we're just farming fame and clearing out things. I'm actually interested what my Scarlet Boots are at. What is this at? 98. 2 more levels until 100. So yeah, there's another melee guy. We completely dodged those archers. Now there's another melee guy that's going to walk and patrol into us. We're going to let them come up. We're going to save our D key specifically so we can grab him and hit him with it. Now hit both of them with E key. Try to interrupt that. I didn't, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, mage coil. What's my mage coil at? 79. It's getting up there real good. Alright, this is where we're going to sprint. We're going to ignore these corners. I don't like the spawns. We're going to ignore this one too. We're going to fight this right here because this is free loot, whoever left it. Hit the R key now. We're going to hit the E key, well, W key, E key right here. This archer is doing silly damage to me, so we gotta focus on the archer. We're going to go fast with the F key. We're not going to worry about that spawn, we're just going to leave it. Grab the free loots. It's a little too many. It's actually going to jacket this. Cloak it with the R key. Well, we'll kill some of them. Maybe all of them. Maybe. Go fast. Get this other archer. Get the E key here. W key. green glowy guy. Now a boss can spawn here as well as a chest. So clearing out these guys so they're not glowy anymore for next time I come around here is always a good thing. That's why I purposely fought that. Now you see right here, there is a boss right there. So we are going to make it to that one. We are going to put on this one right here so we can make this long corridor and make it straight to him. So we'll give this a couple seconds. 4, 3, 2, we're just going to keep walking. We'll just let these guys hit us. When we touch these guys, we're going to sprint. We're going to find a good place to drop all aggro, which is going to be right around here. I'll drop all aggro right here. We'll figure out where this guy's going to go. Okay, so we're pretty safe. As long as you're safe, now I switch. Okay, now we can engage all these guys. Oops. Misclicked. Oh, there's another chest right there. You see it? We're gonna grab that one too. We'll switch to the healing helmet. Now this one's iffy. I can go up north and go that way, or I can go this way and this way. So because I'm already down here, we're just gonna go this way. We're gonna let these guys touch me a little bit. Hit them with this. Get my life back. Just keep walking. And let these guys hit me a little bit. There's another chest over here. You see it? So we're just gonna grab this one first. We're gonna drop all the guys. We're not gonna switch because we're trying to save time. Just gonna use the Helion helmet. I'm gonna grab this chest as quick as we can so we can grab that other one. And see, this is how you do the rotation. You go back and forth because the time you clear out this one, the chest will spawn on the other side, and then the chest will spawn on this side. And this way you can grab near as many as you can. Now obviously other players come in here and they farm these chests too, but just don't get discouraged and just keep going in this back-to-back rotation. This is Archer. Just hit him as much as we can. Let's get some mana back too. Okay, it's a green chest, it's fine. We'll take it. I know it's pennies. No big deal. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna walk right up to this boss and drop aggro. Or not boss, I guess he's just a glowy guy. He's just a glowy guy. But it's good to take out the glowy archers first. Okay, we'll leave our helmet on for right now. There's another glowy archer there. Let's see what we can grab. Okay, we can grab everybody but the glowy archer. Good. Alright, took him out. Now we can grab the glowy archer and this guy. Put a second one on the glowy archer. Hit him with that, hit him with this. grab another ad, it looks like. There's another green chest. See what we got? It's pennies, but that's fine. Now that we've basically cleared out all of this, we hit the A key. We go on the outside. We know that the outside boss is still on a 15-minute timer. There's no reason to run around the outside of the castle again. We'll mount up though, just because. Habit. Run straight at the door. You can see there's no boss there. It's fine. Dismount. Walk in. Now we go southeast. Just fight these mobs real quick. Waiting for my sprint to come back up. We'll go this way. We'll check to see if there's any chests here. And we're taking our time because we're waiting for things to spawn, so we fight these guys too. I'll grab this glowy guy. I gotta put my mage glove back on. To level it up. So we'll put it on back down now. Grab these guys. I'm on cooldown. That's not good, but that's okay. With the D, W, E, Q, E, R. Gotta be wary. These mages do a lot of damage. Focused on this mage. You see how the ghoul does so much damage with everything else? So, we still didn't get them all. Because the mixture of the ice storm and everything else makes it hard. It's a hard mob to fight, but it's a mob you always want to clear out because it's in the path. Can take him now. By himself. Go fast and dodge this. Alright. No. Oh, there's a chest there. You see the chest? Just keep going. Just keep going. Walk this way with the D key with all those guys there like that. Our key now. Focus on that mage. Archer moved out of the way. Ah, one more than I wanted to. It's okay. Key now. Watch that. Get rid of this mage. Alright. Chest is mine. $12,000 already faction points. 35.6 million. 17 0.9 million in fame. So, pretty good. Alright, no boss there, that's fine. We'll come over here, we'll just keep going. And so what I do here, for those that are, I know people are joining and going and everything else like that. But I normally, I watch a movie while doing this and just mindlessly run in these circles back and forth again. And just make money and fame. Ta-da! Now I do like to fight this one because see all the mages? Mages are worth good fame. Arcane now. They do a lot of damage, but they're worth good fame. There we go. Quick check before we run down. No boss, no boss. You're fine. There's a chest right there, you see it? And there's a boss in the middle. So we're literally going to put on the Helion helmet. We're just going to run past this chest. This chest doesn't matter too much to us. What matters to us is that boss in the middle. And that's the first thing we want. So we're going to sprint now. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop aggro right here in this corner, right here. We're going to put it back on our mage coil. And we're going to take on this boss. We're going to see if we can finagle it so we don't grab the aggro right on this side. We did it. Okay. Put one more on him. Tag the chests. Grab the two wizards. Get those guys over there with the arcane now. We're gonna go faster. Get both these wizards. Hit him with the E key. Hit him with the W key. Once again, I'm frozen. Look, there's a chest here and a chest there. 3 chests. So we take this one. We're going to take this one next because this one just spawned. We're going to keep going and going. This one will be easier to grab. Just because those bonds are a little bit less. We're going to grab... Ooh. There's three green guys. Let's see what we can grab without dying. Get the RT now. I don't want to grab this patroller. I'm backing up in this corner because I don't want to grab that patroller. We're dodging as much AoE as we can. Hit him with the E key. Go faster again. D key this way. I know there's a patrolling wizard here. Looks like we're gonna... Oh, we didn't have to grab him. Nice. Alright, that's a blue chest. Now there's still one more chest over there. We're gonna grab that one too if it's still there. 215k in this chest. That's why it fluctuates between how much money you can make. Grab all these. Oh, look at this. This 200k right here from one item. And those drop frequently too. Alright, let's put back on the Helion helmet. Let's make it to that third chest if we can. We'll just touch these guys, it's fine. That third chest is still there. This is where I want to sprint past these guys because it's a green archer. That's why I went the other way, because I didn't want to get tagged by that green archer. It's damage. And these guys, none of them are glowy, so we're fine. We're gonna pull them over here in this corner. Should be easy fights. We just pulled extra. That's no big deal. None of them are glowy. Get them all like this. And it's a blue chest. Our loot will be full. Very likely. 40 extra K. Our loot's not full, but this is the point where we will call out. We'll mount back up. Run straight at the door. Nothing there. And oh, look, some free silver. $14,000 faction points. And that's all I was doing. Past couple days. Again and again and again. Now, all the silver hasn't come in yet because I did all place orders, but we're at 35.6 million. And you see right here, more things are selling. See how there's 30 items I've already sold? Let's delete this again. And we're going to put a whole nother batch of items in there to sell. And the money will just keep trickling in. Now, the bigger thing right here is we're checking right here. I'm going to need to buy another set of boots. I'm thinking we'll do either clerics or mages, so we can level those up. But this time we can buy tier 8 boots, because I couldn't buy tier 8 boots before. That's why I bought some tier 7s. But this time we can buy some tier 8s.
Welcome, friend.
So all this stuff off. And I think actually these are worth more than 200k. How much is these worth now? 234k. Look at that. And those things sell. And even if they don't sell, they'll go back in my bank. And I can sell them later because those prices keep fluctuating. All this off. Okay.
Come again.
Didn't done. Come over here. Use the bag of silver. We're empty. Back out we go. Now we never made it northeast, but we did clear out the 3 bosses. So we'll go back this way. Check this tower, that's why I'm running close to it. Nothing there. We are going to go southeast again because we didn't get the boss in the southeast corner. That one hasn't spawned yet. So we're going to check it. And then we'll go northeast. So, right here, run at the door. No boss up there, no big deal. forget that boss. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go fast. There's already people down here. No big deal. But you see right here, there's a chest right there. See it? Now they're running to it. That's why I'm running to it too. How do you play this game? How do you play this game? It's a good, that's a great question. Do you have the game, or are you asking how to play it in like Albion Online? So in my description, there's a link for the game itself, and it's played like where to download it. In my description, there's a referral link, and or you can Google just Albion Online. You can also there's also a Steam link in my description as well. So check the description of this stream. And there's two links, one to the Steam store and one to... Can I share my build? Sure. Absolutely. So my main build is this. This is my main build. So my main build is the Elder Spectre Hood for Flash Insight, Balance Mind. And then I'm wearing the Helion Jacket with Lifesteal Aura. And then Balance Mind as well. And then normally I wear Guardian Boots with Giant buff. And then extra defense. And then for damage, I have the Elder's Nature Staff for Thorn Growth. I'm using Bramble Seed. I have the Circle of Life, which does damage and heals. And then I have Energetic, which is every normal attack restores 7 energy. And then for my offhand, I have the Torch for cooldown and for attack speed. I'm just carrying a generic small tiny tier 4 bag, the tier 4.3 bag. And then I have the Undead Cape. I have Roast Pork for the lifesteal for food. I have invisibility potions mainly to just get away so that I don't die and that's not a 200k silver bill. And then I have the Pest Lizard for the carry weight as well as for the constant move speed. And that's my normal build. Now what I'm playing right now is I have these two right here because I'm wearing Grandmaster Scholars just for the speed and because I'm leveling it up, as well as I have Fire Breath and damage. But it's just because I'm leveling that up. That's not my main gear. My main gear, the main reason I'm so powerful is because I have level 100 and all the nature staffs, which gives me higher item power. I have another video explaining all that if you're interested and you want to check it out. Are there any katanas in the game? That's a good question. There's swords. Any katanas in the game? Hold on. Swords are going to be... I don't level swords, but there's a lot of different type of swords in the game. Where is swords? I thought it was down here. Maces, axes. Here, swords. So they have broadsword, they have claymores, they have dual swords, they have claret blade, they have a carving sword, they have a galantine pear, and they have kingmaker. So, as far as katanas, I don't think they actually have katanas. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things. And every single weapon does a different thing. Yeah. And if you're interested, you can use my referral link. You just get a bunch of free stuff-ish if you actually decide to actually go and spend real money on the game and actually buy premium. And if not, it's okay if you don't use my referral link. However you want to get to the game. Totally fine, no big deal. Now what I'm doing right here, Caleb Gamer #1, this is all end game type of content, okay? What I'm doing here is not something you can normally do. Not at the start of the game. So just be aware of that, okay? What I'm doing here, I've spent many months, /years, getting to the point I'm at. What I'm doing is I'm teaching. Now, if you do actually get the game, Caleb Gamer #1, and decide to download and play it, I highly recommend watching some of my other videos explaining skills and skill leveling up. In fact, I recommend it as much as I can. So let me hold it here. Let me open up a brand new one of these windows real quick. Let me get let me get a link to a video that I highly recommend you watch if you're really interested. After you learn a bit more about the game, I highly recommend this video. Okay? This will teach you a little bit more about skills and why I have so many skills leveled up and why people level up the skills. It will explain much more in detail, and I highly recommend watching it, okay? I don't see any chests here. We're just going to fight these mobs. We'll slowly make our way down. What's the best sword? It depends on what you want to do. But if you're looking for the best damage type of sword, the Kingmaker is what my brother uses. My brother is, here, let me just show you. Push the OK. So my brother is the Lao. And you can already see he has 729 million total fame. So he has some experience in the game. Now me, myself, if you check me, I only have 175 million. I'm 7 times less, 6.5 times less, more experience in the game. And he's very experienced in the game to the point where he focused and specialized in swords. And so his specialization in swords and the sword that he mainly uses is the Kingmaker. Now that's not to say the Kingmaker is the best sword, it's just the sword that he uses. Now if you come over here and you look at the swords and you look at what Kingmaker can do, if you come over here, each sword has their own different skills, and such as like Mighty Blow and whatnot. The Kingmaker, wherever that is, Kingmaker, its EK is a Majestic Smash, which you can see right here. It does a swing with your sword, a 6-meter radius around you, throwing all enemies hit in the air, does 253 physical damage, as well as all these other things as well. While enemies are in the air, you follow up with a vertical smash, dealing physical damage in a line in front of you and a little bit behind you, based on the amount of heroic charges on you. So if you have 3 heroic charges, you do 1,706 damage. But this damage, you see all the numbers in red? They change based on your item power. You see the item power is only 1,201? Your item power, so right here, my item power here is 1,983. This is what determines how much damage you actually do. And the item power is very huge when it comes to the game. You gain item power by leveling up the different skills. Okay? So it really, again, that video I linked inside the chat, you'll want to learn about the skills, because what a lot of people do in the game that don't understand it, you'll pick one weapon, right? Let's say for example you just pick the Kingmaker, right? You pick the Kingmaker and you don't level up any of these other swords. That would be a downfall to yourself and you're missing out on item power. So if I click over here and you read this right here, and you know what, I just noticed that my chat box is in the wrong spot. Oh well, I'll just leave it where it's at right now. But you see right here, 0.2 bonus item power for all swords. So what this means is every 5 levels of broadsword gives you 1 item power. Another 5 levels in this one, Claymore, gives you 1 item power. So 100 levels in this equals 20 extra item power. Okay? Where a Kingmaker, every 1 level equals 2 item power for itself. But when you're getting to higher levels, you want more item power to be able to do more damage. Anyways, that video I linked in there will explain a lot more in more detail and help you out. Now you see a chest spawn right there? It's kind of what we were waiting for. And we're just going to fight this, clear this out to get that chest. Hopefully that explained it to you a little bit. When do I stream? Whenever I can. I'm just a regular working dad, and I stream whenever I can. So when I play and I stream, and I stream when I can. I normally stream at least once a day, so far. Sometimes I stream twice a day. On the weekends, I'll stream more often and more longer if I have time, depending if I have family things. But so far, I've been streaming every day. I do play multiple different games. So if you look at my channel, originally I started off, what made me more bigger and more known is my Cosmic Tier content. It's basically a shipbuilding game where you build ships and customize. I have a Discord channel as well. Notify people when I go live with Cosmic Tier content. And that's been a really actually fun game for a lot of people. But recently I've been streaming Albion Online because I still have 5 more days of premium till that runs out. I don't know if I'm going to pay another 30 days of premium, but there are a lot of fans that are watching my Albion content, so there's a high chance I'll do that. But you see how this pulls so many? I'm actually going to drop them right here. I want to take that patrol. I want to take this guy. This is a very, very fun game, but it does require a lot of grinding. Do you see how I'm doing things over and over again? Because there's so many things you can do in this game. Like you can craft, you can harvest, you can go do PvP content, you can do group PvP content. There's really is a lot to this game that you can do. So it's really about what you enjoy doing and how you enjoy playing the game. You can build buildings, yes. Not in the sense like Fortnite or anything like that. I'm over here not focusing. But yeah, you can build, there's like islands, you can purchase an island. Just know that you have to understand this. Islands are for people that are already rich in the game, costing you millions and millions of silver. I have another video as well in my live streams, which is called farming. If you want to learn about that. Let me just see if I can pull up that video. But again, this is for the rich. And I explain it right here. Here's another video if you're interested, which was another live stream. Somebody specifically requested this. And so I explain the hard knocks of farming. I don't sugarcoat anything. This is not oh yeah, you can get rich quick, whatever. I tell you the hards, the ins and outs, how you should decide to do farming. I don't explain, I explain a little bit of building, but I don't really explain the whole basics of it. And if you're interested in a building type of video, then yeah, just let me know and I can create a video or stream on how do you build buildings, why do you build buildings, what kind of buildings do you need. That's actually probably a good video I should probably live stream. I'll think about making it probably tomorrow. And then I can live stream and explain how do you build buildings, why do you build buildings. But again, it's for the people that are already rich. Unless you have money, don't expect to be building anything anytime soon. Or any high tier stuff. You can start at tier 1 pretty quickly, but it is very expensive. Alright, I got rid of one of the spawners. I'm trying to get rid of this other one. See how long it takes to just get this one chest? That's why people avoid it. Like you have to clear out all this just so you can get that. Unless you like have a group that runs straight at it. I need to drop aggro. Okay, I'm gonna potion this. I'm gonna potion it. Alright, I'm sitting here, I'm gonna get life back. I'm trying to explain and talk things, that's why I'm not doing as good as I should be able to focus and get this down. But you can see, even with high build and high gear, if you don't focus on doing the content I'm doing, because this is normally for a group of 5 people. You come down here normally with a group of 5, I'm doing it by myself. So that's why it's more difficult than what you would normally see in normal content. Because all my friends are not on. So this game came out in 2017, and I'm one of the founders. So I signed up and was all excited for the game. They're not on right now. Plus my brothers, they're in Hawaii. When I'm just getting off, they're just getting home from work. So because of the time zone difference, I play with them when I can on the weekends, and then on the summer when when they don't have work. But normally, because of time zone difference, all my friends are in Hawaii, and I'm not. I'm on the continental US, so time zone difference is huge, and so I don't have the same people to play with. Now, if you do join the game, Caleb Gamer #1, and you do want to get power leveled, I am on the US West server. So if you join the US West server and you would like my help into power level and get geared and stuff, I am more than happy to do that. The offer goes out to anybody that watches my streams. If you want to be power leveled and get leveled up real quick in the game, the offer goes out to US West. You have to be on US West, obviously, and you have to come to Fort Sterling. If you can do those two things, then I will power level you. Put the D key right here. I'll rewear this. And there's actually been a few people that have joined and done that, such as like Rusty Banjo. He didn't really need power level. He has a bunch of friends he plays with. Fanreg and Choppy Woppy. These are all people that watched my stream and eventually joined me on the US server, US West server, and played a little bit. Doing what I'm doing now. That's my favorite part of the game. Fighting huge amount of mobs and just feeling super powerful and enjoying. I do also enjoy the PvP content as well, as long as I don't have to lose all my gear. Because the PvP content in Albion Online is pretty big and massive. In fact, here, let me show you the secondary comp. Because there's three main things I like to do. I like to do the static dungeon right here. I'm going to hit the A key, I'm going to go out. And I'll go show you faction warfare. Faction warfare is kind of where you run around zones, capture zones like capture the flag, as well as you end up doing PvP content a lot of times by engaging in other players, all real players. But what I do here is, you know, I run around, I get loot, I get money, and then I'm leveling up my skills. Like the enjoyment of it is trying to max out all your skills, right? And learn different things, because every single item that you wear, whether it's boots, whether it's your armor, each one has its own different skills. And each weapon, including swords, have their own skills. And so each one plays differently. And so even though somebody could be wearing the same weapon as you, unless they pick the same 3 skills, it's very likely they're going to have a different build than you. Same thing like armor. They could be wearing the same piece of armor, but they could have selected a different ability. And every piece of armor has its own ability. But that's what makes it so neat. And as soon as you come over here and wear a different piece of gear, so I wear this one, I now have a different ability. I wear this piece of armor, I now have a completely different ability. And you have to level up those items to at least level 100 to kind of max it out. And then you can max it out even further, because there's not just level 100 in the items. It goes all the way to level 120. But you see right here, to take this to level 120, I need 25 million combat fame, and I need 8 million in silver to get this to 120. I've never maxed out a weapon, my main weapon in fact, to 120. I've only gotten to 115. Now say for example you're just coming over here and you wanted to get all the way to level 115. It still costed me 24 million in combat fame and 8 million in silver just to get my nature staff to level 115. To take it all the way to 120, 50 million combat fame, 16 million in silver. And you see, silver takes a long time to make. So even though I max out one skill, maybe there's another item you want to max out to 120. So yeah, this game is huge. There's a lot to it. Yeah, it takes a lot of concepts from a lot of games. Albion Online reminds me of a lot of different games combined into one. I think the best way to explain Albion Online, you ever played League of Legends or heard of League of Legends? Or Defense of the Ancients, Dota, or anything like that? Think of Albion Online like a MMO League of Legends. Yeah, that's how Albion Online is kind of played. It's an MMO RPG League of Legends in a sense. And there is no limit to how many people can. You see how many people are in it? These are all real players. These are all people. And you can play this game on your phone. And the nice thing about that too is the phone game and the computer game on Steam or whatever platform you play on are all cross-platform. So I can literally go to my bed right now, pull up my phone, log off right here, and log on my phone and still be playing the exact same game. That was the huge enticement about this. Now, what I'm going to do here is, because you were asking about other content in the game, because there really is a lot. Over here is the world map, right? I'm going to switch this to faction warfare right here. And you can see I'm in Fort Sterling. Each one of these different color zones are different factions and controlled by different, people. And the game is controlled literally by who controls what area. Now you see these purple zones? I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start fighting some Thetford. And I'm going to show you faction warfare. And we'll probably engage in some player versus player. And you'll see that that's part of the fun of the game. Like what I was doing before, I was just fighting non-player characters. But here we're going to run out to the map, and you see each one of these are like capture the flags, you capture them, and you get faction points. Faction points, when you're faction flagged, because you have to faction flag, can allow you to buy faction chests, other items that are worth silver, or skill books, which can help you level up your skills, like how I was showing you. Now, leveling up a whole bunch of different wide variety of skills, depending on the item you wear, it does help you out a lot. So, I think the biggest fun about this game is A, playing with other people when you can. And if you can't play with other people, then learn to solo like I'm doing right now when I was soloing the static dungeon. Or B, going out and doing PvP content. Or however you want to play the game, right? Everybody enjoys it differently. Now, one of the biggest things that you'll notice, Caleb Gamer number 1, is if you Google... I don't have a pickaxe for this. Normally I'm carrying a pickaxe and I can pick that up. The colors mean a whole bunch of different things. Purple is the highest and gives you the most amount of money. But anyways, everybody plays it differently. And yeah, again, if you were to Google and you look up Albion Online, a lot of people will tell you to go to the black zone or the red zone or do straight full PvP content. That's a quick way to rage quit this game. And the main reason why I say rage quit this game is here. Let me just show it to you when I walk over to this map. If I push the M key and you learn what the black zone is, you come to the black zone. The black zone is this whole other continent up here. Anywhere in here you can play, but you have to understand this is a full PvP area and a full loot area. If another player downs you and takes you down anywhere in this black zone, they can loot every single item on your body and take it from you, which they will. They literally will take everything from you because that's just how the game is played. So if you look at other videos, you watch other people's content, they'll teach you about the black zone and all those other things because they want you to go there because they want you to eventually lose all your stuff so they can become more profitable. I don't play that way, and I don't teach that in my streams. I teach you how to play the game here, where anywhere in where I'm at here, which you can see is, see the blue, that stands for the blue zone, or yellow in the yellow zone. If you get downed in the yellow or the blue zone, you don't lose all your stuff. All you lose is 5% durability on everything you have in your inventory, what you're wearing, and in your inventory. And that's just a repair bill. It just costs you money to repair it. But that's the kind of content that I do. I do blue zones and I do yellow zones. And I teach new players and beginning players how to actually enjoy and play the game. So again, if you're just, you Google and you look at other people's Albion content, they tell you to go to the black zone. I'm going to tell you as a new player, don't do that. Only go to the black zone with friends in the beginning so that they can teach you what to do. Because running to the black zone right away, yes, you get more experience points. Yes, you get more silver. Yes, you have a chance to make more. But unless you know what you're doing, as soon as you enter the black zone, another player is going to follow you, hunt you down, and take all your stuff. And then you rage quit the game. I know it because I did that. People will come in and I will go to the black zone. I didn't know what I was doing. I ran around and I lost all my gear. More than once. So that's just my 2 cents on that. And it really depends on how you want to enjoy it. Oh, thanks. I try to be. I watch my kid every day. He hasn't gone to he was never in any daycare. He was born, and I take care of him all the time. Teach him what I can. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of different live streams. I have a bunch of other videos teaching more about this game. And if you really are interested, and if you can join the US server, West server, I highly recommend it. And I will show you the ropes and teach you what you can, teach you what I can. At least so you can get to a point where you're enjoying the game a little bit more than just running around mindlessly not knowing what to do. Now you see right here, you see how there's X right there, or two swords crossing. It means Fort Sterling players, or some players, are attacking it that are not the Thetford faction. I'm going to come here and I'm going to join in. I'm actually going to wear my main gear. And no one is actually fighting it. They're capping that. Now another thing to take note too is you see these stars? These stars mean how many faction points I'll gain for hacking to actually capture this. There's another player right there. I'm going to go here and I'm going to engage this. Now again, what I'm doing here is not something you normally do. You don't normally come in here and just fight this with two players. I can solo these. A lot of people, a mass majority of people in Albion Online cannot solo a faction outpost boss, which is, this is basically a boss, by themselves. It's just not something people train to do. I've trained to do this to fight them so that I can solo them and literally do it by myself. Because you see right here, this guy's casting all these area effects. He's doing fire damage, he's constantly hitting you. You have to be able to tank and do all of this, and also dodge. See right here, you can dodge, dodge again, and then dodge this, and then still keep hitting him and doing damage. Now here you see how the circle's going around. This is to cap it. Now normally I don't stay here and wait for it to cap. I normally mount and move right on to the next one. And I'm going to let them cap it. Now as long as I tagged the boss and I did enough damage to him, I still get points. Again, I'm going to get faction points right down here. Now to see it the other way, I know I'm hitting the hotkey for it, which is Shift F. See, I got 172 faction points. Now that is worth being able to buy chests and other things like that. Now we're going to run over here. We're going to cap this next one. I don't know if those guys are following him or not. It looks like they are. And we're going to cap this one right here. Now you see right here, they're usually guarded by these guys right here. I'm going to come over here, dismount, and I'm going to take all of them on by myself. This is one of the reasons, another one of the reasons why people don't normally solo this. Because what I just did right there, not a lot of people do. There are people that do that, but not a lot. And normally, see right here, I have other teammates joining. Now, the more and more we start going into, and because we're eventually going to make our way all the way into Thetford over here, you'll start seeing enemy team, enemy Thetford faction come and actually try to engage us or attack us. And so it's kind of this tug of war of who controls how many areas. And you'll see, like, eventually we'll get a group of maybe 10, 15, maybe even 20 people from my side joining in. Now the main reason why we don't have that many people joining in is there's Bandit warfare going on right now. That's a whole nother aspect of the game. I do show it in my other live streams, what Bandit warfare is. But I don't want to join Bandit warfare this late in the game, when the timer's it's already halfway done. Now we'll let them cap this. We're going to move on to the next one. And this just is a whole nother part of the game. Another part of the game too is a lot of harvesting. It's all controlled by players. The economy and everything is controlled by players. So I wasn't wearing a pickaxe and I didn't have a scythe to actually pick up cloth and other things, which I normally do. And you see all these red bushes. You can harvest these things and you can sell them, or you can craft armor, right? I'm just trying to show you that there's a lot of things in the game that you can do. Huge. But this is what I like doing. I like to do faction outpost, faction warfare, I like to solo group dungeons, group content, like is what I was doing when you joined. And I also like to solo actual dungeons. So there's actual instances of dungeons that have bosses, and I like to do boss fights. So if you look at some of my other content, other videos, I have me fighting and soloing group dungeon bosses and showcasing a lot of the different bosses you can fight or encounter in the game. I eventually want to make a video that showcases every single boss you could possibly encounter. It'd take a long time to video them all though. But I'm getting close to it, I think. I think even somebody requested in my last stream. They just wanted to see me solo bosses, group dungeon bosses, because that's what they enjoyed watching. And that's the kind of content I like to do. So I have more videos in my channel if you want to check it out, doing that. And then after we cap this one, then this bar is going to go all the way. And then we'll capture this whole region and we'll get a special bonus for that. And now what would be nice is to actually come over here and capture this one. So I'm actually going to move along and do that. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to go out the northwest exit. And we're going to go try capture this. Now we're purposely trying to get enemy players to come and attack me, so that you can see that type of content. Now you see this right here, this glowy guy with a circle. They're worth fighting in the open world because they give a good amount of fame. If you come over here and you'll check to see how much fame you actually get. You notice over there I was getting 7,951 fame. This one guy right here was worth 28,000 fame all by himself because he was a glowy guy with a glowy circle underneath him. 28,000 fame. Think of fame as experience points. So the more fame somebody gives, the more experience points you get. So stopping to fight those little glowy guys are well worth it, if you can beat them. And when you first join the game, you're not going to have very high level skill level. You won't have very high level gear. So trying to solo a glowy guy in a higher level area like I'm in, not necessarily easy to do. It can be done, but it's not necessarily easy. See right here, this guy's glowy. He's glowy, but he doesn't have a glowing circle under him. He's still worth a good amount of fame, but the glowy circle underneath him means they're technically kind of like a boss. See, he was only worth 7,000 fame, where the other guy was worth 28,000 fame. There's one more level above that too, which is a glowing circle with spikes, which gives you even more fame. And they're like bigger bosses in the open world. We're going to come over here. We're going to try to solo this. If I start fighting this one, by the time after I cap this one, I guarantee someone will come and try to attack us.
Our time is fleeting.
You'll see right here. Very likely, people probably might not join me. People may. We'll see.
Incendium. Incendium.
You see I got 3,000 fame for capturing it. Every 9,000 fame you can buy a chest and get more silver. I'm purposely saving these abilities because I'm waiting for an actual enemy player to come and attack me. And we'll see. We're getting closer to the boss ending. So this time right here when he's already in rage number 3, This is the perfect time for enemy player to come and attack, because the boss is literally doing the most amount of damage.
The ignorant shall burn.
And you just dodge, dodge, and then dodge again, and then dodge this, while also still attacking.
Fire will rain. Incendium.
Now the boss dies. Now we have to sit here and capture this whole thing. He dropped a book. These books are worth a good amount of silver. 14,000. Anyways, when the circle goes all the way around, this is where you have to stay dismounted for it to cap. Once it's capped, you have to wait a good couple more seconds. I think it's like 20, 30 seconds or so, maybe less. And then the boss will spawn. My faction boss will spawn. If I were to walk away now, and then an enemy player came in and stand it on the circle, then they would be able to capture it and take it back. You see how the circle with the spikes? That means it's a bigger boss. Same thing, you can find mobs on the side of the world too. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna attempt this other one. It looks like some, see right here, here's some enemy players. Now they're doing their thing, I'm just gonna leave them alone. But I could dismount and engage them. If you dismount when you're around enemy players, all your skills are at 5-second cooldown. So you gotta wait 5 seconds. Right here, we're gonna hope that there's more than anybody, and there's not.
The wrong side.
Okay, there's just that one guy. He's doing his thing. Now you saw there was enemy players. Okay, looks like we have teammates joining, so it's a lot safer for me. But again, we can still have enemy players come and attack us. So see right there, there's the enemy guy attacking. So I'm actually going to engage him right now. I'm going to block him off. We're going to go big. We're going to hit the R key again. Ah, he moved too far. He's in a crossbow build, so it's making it really hard. This is going to cloak it. I needed speed to track him down. So we're going to mount up here. His crossbow build made it so that I couldn't get him. I know he's running away. Now normally, most people that do engage, I can take him out pretty easily. But he's in this crossbow build. And so he was literally hitting from far range. And he had a range advantage. And then he ran away. Like, he didn't stay and fight. Like, if he stayed and fight and didn't run away and just kept going around, he would have been pretty easy to take out. Anyways, we're going to start this again. See if that guy comes back. And we'll be ready for him if he is. Now, most people always engage over here, so that's why I'm going to come over here. I'm going to stand over here and see if he comes. Because this is a blind spot for people. So you see right here, there's another person that came in. And he just dismounted. But he's silly. I'm going to go big. Ah, I didn't hit him. I didn't have enough thorns on him. There, we got him. Now we have to be cautious. We're at half hit points. Hi, kid. I love you too. You want to watch a show? Okay, this is where it's going to be dangerous. So if somebody comes and engages us now, we're going to hit the R key and try to get some of our life back. The D key now, actually. Again, this is very dangerous what we're doing. Open your computer and type in your password. Boss is almost down, so we're a lot safer now. And see that crossbow guy just came back? I'm gonna stay right here. He's trying to do all sorts of things. Ah, he ran. I'm staying to cap. I have things on cooldown. When I know the first thing I'm going to do is if he does come back, I'm going to hit the F key. And we're going to go big. He's still red. So we're going to mount up now. We'll wait for the boss to spawn so they don't come back and take it. We have 2. We need a 3rd one in order for us to start capping. Boss is spawned, so we're good to go. Now we're going to go try to take a 3rd one. Again, this is very risky because I'm doing this. You don't normally do this by yourself in such a deep area in Thetford. But hopefully that double crossbow guy comes and helps me with this one. 2 people is better than doing a solo in such a very dangerous area. But I'm doing this to showcase, because you asked about different content. Well, this is the kind of content I like to do. Enemy players comes and attacks. Now, normally it's more than just one with how close we are. But the main reason why not is because Bandit Assault's happening right now. So a lot of the enemy players are doing Bandit Assault. Same thing like my team. Fort Sterling people are doing that. Bandit Assault's in the red zone, so it's a place where if you die, you can lose all your gear. Now we're saving our RD and F key just in case somebody comes. You can notice how more players are coming to assist because they notice that we've captured and we stand a good chance of taking it. Now you saw those enemy players that come down here? They're literally going to come and you see he's going here. I'm going to put it right there and I tagged him already. I'm going to tag him again and again. And we're going to hit him. We're going to snare him. Hit the R key. We're going to hit the F key. We're going to block his retreat. And we take him out. Now you can also see what they're wearing. Come over here, hit the Y key. You see he's in tier 7 gear. So. Oh, sure. We'll invite people. Oh. There you go. I joined his party. No big deal. Alright. Let's see if we can cap the last 2. Again, it gets more and more dangerous the more and more you cap and take. Because enemy players will start trickling in. But we'll take on whatever comes our way. As best we can. If it becomes an unwinnable fight, I will run. Because I don't want to waste 200k for nothing. Because if I die, it's basically a 200k, 200,000 silver bill. But in most cases, if it's just like 2 people or 3 people, I'm going to join the fight. It's worth the fun and the risk. But if like a group of like 30 or 10 or 30 plus people come, I'm not going to fight it unless we have an equal amount of people from Fort Sterling fighting it. Otherwise, it's definitely a lost cause. Right now we have a good 4 people. So if 4 enemy players come, I'll engage. I'll fight it. What show you want, kid? Which one you want? Dentist one? Okay, here's the enemy player right here. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna go big. He's running, he's running, he's running. Snare him. He's gone. Oh, my team's not doing good without me there. Come back. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, he dismounted. Sure. Oh, he ran away. Dentist one you said, kid? Here, I gotta find a show for my kid real quick. Dentist show? Oh, you want an avocado dentist show? Okay. Avocado dentist show. That one? Oh, I don't know a watermelon dentist avocado show. You keep scrolling and look for the one you like. Which? Oh, keep scrolling and look.
I like this one. I like this one. I want that one. I like this one.
You need to have a better description and let me know what you want to watch, then I can find it for you. Tell you what, after I finish this, I'll help you find your show if you still can't find it, okay? I really don't know what you're looking for. I searched for exactly what you said. Avocado dentist show. You say there's a watermelon in it as well? Alright. Well, here's some enemy players. Let me just take down the boss real quick. He's at 500 hit points. Okay, maybe that guy will come back. So he's right there. This is where I need speed boots. Alright, he's still within range. That guy's tagging him. We're gonna go big. We're gonna chase after him. Okay, he went and mounted. We're gonna mount up. And we'll run after him. He's still running. I'll let him go. Those people that are coming back. You see how this is being attacked? We're gonna check this tower right here, make sure this tower we actually have. So we do. And that tower is being attacked. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna support this one so we can get some defense points. Now we fully captured this area. The chances of them capping everything back in time are slim to none. But we'll engage these guys over here at this tower. We're gonna do the exact same thing that they were doing to us, and we'll engage from the southwest side and walk on in. Because that's a blind spot. Semi-blind spot. And we capture the whole region. We're going to dismount now. So you have a 5-second cooldown. We're walking in. That guy already captured it. Alright. That's faction warfare. I'm going to come over here. We're going to sit here. And I'm going to look for a avocado dentist show watermelon. Melon. Okay. Do you see avocado watermelon one?
No.
Even I don't see avocado dentist. What are we looking for? Does it start with watermelon avocado dentist? Okay, we'll start with a watermelon avocado dentist show. This one? This one maybe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna click it. There, you watch that one. Alright, can we capture one more area? Oh, we can get Murky Fen for sure. Let's get Murky Fen. And you see right here, 28,000 faction points, which can buy you faction chests, which huge. I don't know if you're still with me, Caleb Gaming #1, but hopefully this gives you a good idea of the game. See how this guy's running away? Run, run, run. Run, run, run. We're gonna hit him. We're gonna snare him. He's gone. Okay, now we're gonna go look for another opponent. Any more? Alright, the other guy's down too, so let's engage the boss. We're gonna mount up, just so we have a mount, just in case. To make it safer, we'll put the mount right here.
Incendium!
And you see how each person's wearing different gear? Like he has a guy with the shield and the hammer, or mace, or whatever he's using. Normally means he's tanky. But this person right here with the double crossbows, he's normally damage. Now me with the nature staff, I'm normally played as a healer, but I'm doing damage with my nature staff. Now, I am healing every now and then with the team, but I'm not spec'd as full healer, I'm spec'd as damage. So we just took that out. Now I'm gonna mount up, and we're gonna go for the next one. You know what? I'm gonna go for the south one. We'll go for southwest. Forgot where I was on the map there for a second. So if you watch the beginning of the stream, this one that I'm streaming right now, you'll see where I actually do. You see the guy sitting right there? He's actually making it so if I dismount, it's a 5-second cooldown. So I'm going to drop the aggro here, I'm going to dismount here. I have 5 seconds, I'm going to walk in. If he's still standing there, then he's in big trouble. He really is going to stay and fight. Then you are... I'm going to hit the R key now, I'm going to hit the D key. And I'm going to go for this guy right here. I'm going to go big. I know this guy's in a nature staff, but that's no big deal. Take him out. Now he's gone. I still have cooldowns for my R key. We're going to save it in case more guys come. Now you're just seeing a small warfare, because again, Bandit Assault's still going on. When this ends, you'll see a flood of guys come if we were still out here. And when I mean a flood, you can see upward to 30 to 50 enemy players literally come and swarm this. And that's when you see a whole different type of PvP warfare. And you notice how we're getting more players too? So the same thing, how we're gathering more players are trickling out of Bandit Warfare. Bandit Warfare is done in here in these red zones, and they're all fighting in that area. It's a special event to make it so you can get way more faction points as a team, and you go as a huge swarm of guys, 50 plus more guys. Now we're going to cap that last tower. Again, the main reason why this is so good to cap is you see right here, we're here. There are 2 stars, and the 2 stars right there means we'll get more faction points for capturing this zone. So the 2 stars are right here too. If it was 3 stars, and you see the bar below, it slowly gains as the enemy holds it for longer. Once there's 3 stars, then you get more faction points. And so you just play this back and forth. And you see this gold guy right here? Totally worth stopping to do, because remember, this is at least 30,000 fame. Now he has special abilities, he does a lot of damage, no big deal. Actually, it is a big deal because he almost got me. But you see how the team was there? We shared 7,000 fame between all the guys that were there. Or at least 4 people there. So 7,000 split
Daddy,
3 or 4 ways. 3 ways, sorry, not 4 ways, 3 ways.
I want that one.
Click it. Alright, let's cap this last tower.
Your time is fleeting. Incendium! Let me enlighten. Incendium! The ignorant shall burn! Feel the fire's rage! Ignorance!
There you go. Now we've captured most of this. I'm not going to attempt that zone. This is way too risky. Because this is Thetford. This is their main hub. And unless we have a group of like 20 to 30 people, this is not safe. Like, I come here and I'll get swarmed by 50, maybe even 100 people who come at you and take you out. So, but taking these outer zones right here still was, you know, semi-dangerous, but we still able to take it. And we already took all that. Now, the fastest way back, some people think to go through here, 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 here. But the fastest back way actually is on the outer. So I come here, I easily go this zone, then come here, here, and I come back. Compared to trying to go through all these zones, it's actually a lot slower. So to make my way back to Fort Sterling, I take what looks like the longer route, but it's actually the faster route. It's taking the outside. You're saying there's enemy players there? Anyways, thank you for staying, Caleb Gamer #1, for so long and chatting and doing, you know, asking questions. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to smash the like button. Helps me out a ton, helps out the channel, helps people to get to know and actually see this content, spreads the word a lot. If you would like, please feel free to leave me a comment down below, letting me know what you like, what you don't like. All of the above helps me out a ton, good or not good. Thank you again, Caleb Gamer #1, for smashing the like button. Thank you so much. Oh, and you subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Helps me out a ton. I'll leave my last spiel here too. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay as well. Come back once a week, once a month. Check out what content I have, and or come back daily, because I am currently streaming daily. And, you know, check out to see what I have. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. I am going to be ending here. I have to take care of my kid. Probably have to put him to bed. But again, thank you all for being here. And you all have a a wonderful rest of your day, and have a good evening, morning, whatever time you're watching this. Again, thank you so much. You all have a good one. I'm going to be logging out right here. We'll catch you all in the next episode, next video.